try to go for like a bolo. So they're here, and the situation will be like they rip, they kick, and they run as hard as possible. And I feel like I can't even grab their hip to chase the back fast enough. So I feel like I'm either not doing the right sequence.
Okay, so, all right, so let's unpack this a little bit. Okay, there's a lot going on. So first things first, if he's going far hip, I'm usually gonna place my foot on the back leg. That's the first thing. Second thing is, don't just focus on the hip, right? If he's fighting the hip, so start fighting my hand, I can obviously re-grab his wrist. I can also grab his collar, all right? And if I grab his collar, try to rip away now, like run away, running man. Like I have his posture like this, you see? So I have him on a leash. He's not gonna be able to like run away as much. As long as you have some attachment to him, you just don't wanna be here like floating around. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so what, if I am floating around, is there something I'm prioritizing to grab, like between the collar and or the knee?
I would say the priorities, the hip would be great. Second, if he's fighting my hand and it's like staying on the hand, I could just take my hand and re-grab his wrist, and I can use that as a way to keep him at bay. Or if he's like fighting my hand, but he's like staying at the hip, so he's like just hitting the hip, then I grab the collar. I can go to the collar, all right? Here or on the hip, whatever. Because he's far hip, I'm not trying to spin. I'm gonna look to sit on his knee. So I'm gonna go up to my shoulder for a second, just so I can reposition my butt on top of his knee. Again, if he tries to run away, no can do, okay? Now, lots of things we can do. For now, because he's posted on this, I'm gonna look to side foot his wrist, and I'm just gonna use my knee to push him down. All right, and if that breaks him down, that's great. I can start diving again. Go back. If he sees me going for his arm and he posts wider up, looking away like this, and I don't feel like I can break him down, then look how I can start to bring my knee to the floor and I can body lock him. Now I can start passing from here. So he's gonna give me his upper body, and I can control his legs and his upper body at the same time. I'm just gonna pass his non-existent guard at that point. All right, and then, so try that real quick, let me see. Well, again, deeper grip, good, grab the collar. Now try to do the running man escape. Oh, there, that's it. Good. And it's not enough sometimes. Yeah.
What do you like to do with your ankle grip when you go face down bolo? If you went face down bolo?
What I like to do with my ankle.
Yeah, what does your ankle grip turn into?
So do it this way. So the reason I usually go face down bolo is because they're already opening up their knee, like this, yeah. So then like, maybe it's hard to open up your knee more. Yes, so I think it's hard to sometimes like bolo underneath. So for sure I can just go face down. But what I'm gonna look to do is take off my hook real quick, and I'm gonna come up and pull this leg so that I can start biting down. So I'm like pulling it up, so my hand is my leg for a second, so I can fix this, and now I can shoulder jump in once more. Does that make sense? So in this case, I'm like pushing up like this. So I'm not grabbing deep. And now from here, I can start to break you down. I can start to go different bolos. Like that.
So you move your hip for a second.
Yeah.
Just step on the floor.
So use the, we call it a hand wedge. So you're just gonna push the leg up with your hand to make space for your leg to come in.
Okay.
Does that help?
You're pushing it basically away, and as you turn, it'll be pushing it up.
Yes. So you're away, and then as you face down, you're pushing it up. So that you put the leg like this.
So it wouldn't make sense to pull it into you?
No, because you want to take the foot off the floor. You don't want them to keep putting weight on their foot so that they can keep doing this and this and this.
Okay.
Okay? Now if the foot's off the floor, I can't rotate my knee externally as much.
And what stops me from just taking your back when you go face down bolo?
My frame.
Your shin?
Yeah. Here, bam. So another thing you can do too is if I feel like your chest is forward, I can frame your stomach like this.